Graphing from Slope-Intercept Form. In this lesson, we will learn how to graph the line from the y equals mx plus b form. This is called the Slope-Intercept Form. It begins with y equals, the coefficient of x is the slope, and the constant, b, is the y-intercept. To use this method, we begin with b. We begin with the y-intercept. We then move with the slope. Up and right is if we have a positive slope. Down and right is if we have a negative slope. Then we draw our line by connecting the dots with a ruler. Okay, let's begin with an example. In example 1, the constant is -3. This will be our y-intercept. Begin the graph at 0, -3. Slope is 1/2, the number touching x. The slope is called the rise over the run. When it is positive, we go up and to the right. So from the y-intercept, go up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. To go the other way, go the exact opposite, down and left. Now connect the dots with a ruler. We have now graphed the line. In example 2, the constant is -3, so the y-intercept is 0, -3. The slope is 2, which we write as 2/1. It's positive, so we go up and right. Go up 2 and right 1, and continue going up 2 and right 1 until you're off the graph. In the opposite direction, go down 2 and left 1. Now connect the dots. We've now graphed the line. In example 3, the y-intercept is +5 for 0, 5. The slope is -3/2. Whenever we have a negative slope, we go down and to the right. From the y-intercept, go down 3 and to the right 2. And then do it again. Down 3 and to the right 2. Down 3 and to the right 2. Graph your line using a ruler. Whenever we have a negative slope, the line goes down and to the right. Pause the video and try this example yourself. Now that you have tried it, check your work. The y-intercept is +4 for 0, 4. Begin at the y-intercept. The slope is -3, so put this over 1 for down 3, right 1. Down 3, right 1. Down 3, right 1. Down 3, right 1. Use a ruler to draw your line. Once again, a negative slope gives a line that goes down and to the right. Pause the video and try example 5 yourself. Now that you have tried it, check your work. The y-intercept is +3, so begin at 0, +3. Coefficient of x is -1, so the slope is -1/1. A negative slope means down and right. From your intercept, go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, repeatedly. In the opposite direction, go up and left. Now connect the dots with a ruler. Remember that a negative x is always a -1/1 slope. Pause the video and try the next example yourself. Now that you have tried it, check your work. When you look for a y-intercept, you see nothing, so think of this as a +0. Our y-intercept is 0, 0. The slope is 3/1. It's positive, so we go up and to the right. Up 3, right 1. Up 3, right 1. In the opposite direction, down and left. Draw your line using a ruler. Whenever there is no constant, your y-intercept is 0. In example 7, the y-intercept is -6, so begin at 0, -6. The slope is -4, so this is -4/1. Down 4, right 1. Well, we have a problem because we are at the edge of the grid. We can get the same slope by doing the exact opposite. Up 4 and left 1. Up 4 and left 1. Up 4 and left 1. Notice that if we start here, this is the same slope. Down 4, right 1. Down 4, right 1. Draw the line with a ruler. Whenever you run out of room, you can do the exact opposite to get the same slope. Pause the video and try the next example yourself. Now that you have tried it, check your work. The y-intercept is positive 4, 0, 4. The slope is 5 over 1. Up 5, right 1. There's no room to go up 5 and right 1, so we'll do the exact opposite. Down 5 and left 1. Down 5, left 1. Down 5, left 1. This is the same slope as up 5 and right 1. Up 5 and right 1. Draw the line with a ruler. Pause the video and try the next example yourself. Now that you have tried it, check your work. The y-intercept is negative 3, so we begin at 0, negative 3. The slope is 5 over 2. It is positive, so we go up and to the right. Up 5 and to the right 2. Continue as far as possible, then connect the dots with a ruler. Pause the video and try the next example yourself. Now that you have tried it, check your work. The y-intercept in this case is 2, so start at 0, 2. The slope is negative 4 over 3, so we go down 4 and right 3 from our starting point. Down 4, right 3. Down 4, right 3. We can also go backwards by going up 4 and left 3. Use a ruler to graph the line. Example 11 is a special case. We have x equals 5. There is no y in the equation at all. This will be a vertical line at x equals 5. There will be no y-intercept. We can prove this by making a table. Make a table where all the x's are 5. Use random numbers for y. Graph these points. All the points where x equals 5 line up in a vertical line. The slope of a vertical line is undefined. This is because the run is 0 and we cannot divide by 0. So our slope is undefined. Anytime we have x equals a number, we get a vertical line with an undefined slope. Example 3 is also a special case, in this case a horizontal line. Replace the y with negative 3 and then use random numbers for x. Graph these points. We get a horizontal line. The y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis at negative 3. The slope of a horizontal line is 0 because our rise is 0 and our run is any number we choose, but 0 divided by a number is always 0. In conclusion, to graph from slope-intercept form, start with b, the y-intercept, and then move with the slope, up and right for positive, down and right for negative. Please refer often to these notes as you complete your homework. Thank you.